Hey kids, good morning, good afternoon, and or good evening. Or good evening wouldn't be and or. Depending on where you are in the world. My name is Trevor at 16 Shooter, and this is a quick shot of news for June 19th, 2023. Excuse me. And yeah, we got some interesting things to talk about here. Doing this, not regularly every week, about a half an hour. Got to keep it tight and just talking about a couple things that caught my eye in the morning or last night. What's up, Wing? What's up, Death Seeker? Good morning to you guys. Just get a couple things out of the way. We're about like 32 people away from 2000, and we're gonna do some giveaways of 2000 on all of the shows, and we're gonna have a big party show. I promise it's going to happen. So if you know anybody who's interested in the stuff that's on the channel, we have toy photography, um, tutorials, behind the scenes, 1 6-pack, Legion's Lounge every other Monday. So a lot of stuff, and then these quick news bites talking about anything and everything. So let people know. Hit the subscription if you're interested. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell your neighbors, tell the kids. Don't tell the kids. It's not for kids. All right, let's jump onto this thing here. Let me put myself down in the corner and talk about what's up, Hedgehog? What's going on, Jonathan? What's up, Mike? Let's talk about this thing. So, Hot Toys dropped this light last night. IG-12, kind of inevitable, I guess, because it's a hop, skip, and a jump away from IG-11. Essentially the same droid with some modifications in the middle. And of course, yet another Grogu figure for our shelves. They're almost like Hummels at this point. Like if you collect Hot Toys, you get a Grogu with just about every figure from The Mandalorian in a different configuration or a different expression on its face. So it's great. It's quite the collection. So I mean, I kind of expected this to happen, and yet this is a figure. I mean, this was in one episode for about an hour, maybe a little more, before it got completely destroyed by Praetorian guards. And he hopped out of it and helped take him down anyway. Yeah, I don't know. Sound effect function, you can do the yes, no, you can drive yourself crazy or your family crazy by repeatedly clicking this. It might be a good thing to have on your desk, you know what I mean, at work or with your your spouse or whatever. Like to just ask you a question, you can just answer with IG-11 or IG-12. Yes, 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 no, no. That could be fun. Other than that, I see no use for this function whatsoever. Sound effects and figures don't really do it for me. I mean, I don't know. I'm I photograph them in that way. I play with them. I pose them, but I rarely, if ever, use the sound effects. So not really necessary for me. So you get a Babu Frick. It's not Babu Frick, but it's the Babu Frick species. I forget their names, but you get a little guy. He's cute. That's cool. That's the first time we're going to get that. Is that worth it to you? I don't know. I don't know. You can have it empty. 3 styles of display. Okay. All right. You can have Babu Frick, you can have Grogu, or you can have it empty, which, was what it looked like when it got stabbed in the chest. Now, this is so there are 2 versions of this. Let me go back to the regular version here, which I think is this here. Just take a look at the pictures here before we get to that little nugget. Yeah, look at these great little shirtless Babu Frick. These guys are great, man. I kind of like these characters. Yeah, so interesting. He's got the little fruit. I forget what type of fruit that is. There's a name for it. I can't remember what the hell it's called. It's a regular Star Wars trope. Not trope, but a kind of a thing that's always in there. So this is the difference between the IG-11 and the IG-12, which is, it's a little more than surface. There's a lot of rust on it, obviously, and obviously the chest is open for your character to go in there. A few little differences here. Yeah, I mean, for me, something that was in one episode for an hour and a half that didn't have much bearing on anything. It seemed to get him around, but it didn't. It's not like he fought a lot of things and took things down with this. So it was kind of a comic relief, and like I think this will probably be their way of like giving him some sort of suit of armor that will get him around, maybe a little jetpack or something. And this is like a transition, but yeah, interesting. I don't know if this is up on Sideshow. I can take a quick look for the price. I didn't do that beforehand because I didn't see it up there earlier. But I'll take a look now and see if it's up there real quick. I don't expect that it would be yet. But you never know. Yeah, no IG-12. So we don't know the price on this yet. What's that? Does Grogu come out of the chest? Yeah, Grogu comes out of the chest. Again, like, if you're a Hot Toys collector, you've got a Grogu with every figure that came with that was in the Mandalorian. So, I think we've got enough Grogus. I would love a soft goods Grogu, but I'm assuming this is this is just another hard plastic Grogu with a different arm configuration. I don't know why they just can't give us a little articulated body and charge us $150 for that and have that be able to pop these heads on it or something. Somebody should do a custom of that honestly, that would fit the heads. I'd buy that in a heartbeat. So okay, so this is the second half of that they dropped. So this is the exclusive version, or the deluxe version, I should say, not exclusive, deluxe version. It's not exclusive to anything. That comes with the shield that we saw the heavy armored Mando come with in the second iteration, not the first iteration that I got. And of course, the armor gave her this pauldron with the signet on the side. And I mean, honestly, people were coming out with these immediately after the show aired. Third party that you could easily just pop on, and they look great. I got one, and it looks great. But if you look not even too closely, you'll notice that we've got a Bo Katan with the rooted hair. And they don't just throw this stuff around willy-nilly like somebody had this on the shelf and they decided to put it in the picture. This is looking like something that will probably come out with a 2.0, version 2, whatever, Bo Katan. The only difference being maybe she'll come with the shield and come with the shoulder armor. And rooted hair. Like it looks like the same exact sculpt to me, but it looks so much better with the rooted hair, honestly. And this is what I was going to plan on doing anyway with mine. Have somebody do it for me because it's a pretty easy root job. So I don't know. It's kind of annoying. I don't know why Hot Toys doesn't feel that they could sell like an add-on pack. And sell this head and the shield and the shoulder pad without another figure involved for, again, in the $150 range. I think people would buy it. Those who want rooted hair, it's cheaper than having somebody root it for you. So like, I would totally buy that. In addition to the Bo Katan that I have. So I don't know. They've done add-on packs with the Grogu. I just don't know why they can't just sell little packs. I don't know if it's a packaging thing or what, but anyway, that was an interesting thing to just drop in there and say, hey, you get these extra added things, and yet tease. Oh, I guess we do get a few more Babu Fricks with this set too, as well. So you get the full on shop of Babu Fricks. I don't know how they look like. They're kind of 5-point, maybe even 3-point of articulation. I don't know if the legs move. Accessories, collectible, additional, and Zelen. That's right, droid smiths. Doesn't look. There might be a little cut there. That would be a weird cut if you moved its waist and the suspenders kind of disengaged. But I don't know. They look kind of, pretty simple. You also get the jetpack, shield, and baton. for the Mandalorian, which I think he just, I don't remember this. Did he pick this up from somebody? He picked this up from one of the stormtroopers, right? And used this. This was the from the Praetorian guards that he used against them. So, I mean, these aren't even his. It's not even really his equipment. Um, it just it's kind of weird, man. Yeah, these were all from the stormtrooper. And a heavy blaster for Paz Vizsla. So this is basically a set for, the final episode of the third season. This heated up Paz Vizsla gun. I mean, there's a lot of stuff here, but you don't get this rooted head. I don't think. Did I miss something? You get the new pram. You get a little Death Star droid, mouse droid. But yeah, there's no rooted hair head sculpt for Bo Katan, which if it came to that, I'd be all over it, man. I'd be all over it. I mean, there's a lot of stuff here. I have no idea what this is going to cost. For me, though, I mean, most of these accessories just, I don't need another pram. I have a mouse droid. I don't know. It's not really a necessity for me, but it's a lot of stuff. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Hey, what's up, guys? What's up, Boilers? What's up, 78? Yeah. What's up, Steph? I don't know. I guess it all depends on price for this one. Like, there is a lot of stuff. You do get a lot of stuff, but I'm gonna guess this is gonna be over $300 easily. Maybe 320, 350. That's my guess. Somewhere in there, somewhere in between there. 335. Yeah. Maybe more. I don't know. It's a lot of stuff. It's going to be a big box. It's interesting. It's interesting what they're doing, but why not sell this set separately? I know a lot of people would buy this without the IG-12, but maybe they're banking on the fact that a lot of people wouldn't buy the IG-12 without all this stuff, which, yeah, probably right. Probably right. All right, let's move on to the other one. I know that the 1/6 is a narrow spectrum of my viewership. We could, anything you guys want to talk about. I know the HasLab is still going on. That's way past. We got the extra bonus. What was her name? Sharon something. The Brazilian lady J, all repaint, something that came out way back in the day. So that was kind of cool. That thing's killing, man. It's killing and it looks great. And I think it's going to be probably one of their bigger HasLabs, man. One of their most popular HasLabs. I just saw this little NW Toys, which who knows who that is. There's a lot of these 1/6 companies that do a lot of the third-party 1/6 that then are either turning around and doing 1/12 versions of them, or someone else is ironically ripping them off and shrinking down their sculpts and they're redoing their clothing in 1/12. But this is a Days of Future Past Wolverine with the bone claws, which nobody likes, but there you go. I'm sure you can get hands, or you may even have hands out there on some other Wolverine, like a Mezco or something, that you could swap out for these. Looks pretty good. Soft goods, soft goods for 1/12 are looking really good, man. People are getting some really good detail on these things. I always thought Mezco did a great job, but I think those third parties are doing an even better job. This jacket's a little sus here. This collar's a little big. Could sit a little weird, but looks good. I mean, it's kind of cool. This is going to be 97, I think. This is on 1/6 kit right now for, let me double check that. I believe it's 97 or 92. All told, yeah, 97. $97. Comparable to a Mezco, but it is third party. They're not paying licenses for these things, so a couple of heads. You get the glasses; they look pretty good for that scale. It's some good stuff. And then this version is coming out eventually. I guess that's going to be the Iron Warrior A, and this is Iron Warrior B. 3 pairs of glasses, I guess, in case you lose them, I suppose. kind of a Mezco thing. You know, I mean, you know, $97. Not too bad. Uh, what is this? I said I would do it. I ended up getting 7. Wouldn't do it. I ended up getting 7 hot toys. Yeah, well, I mean, if you can stick within the you know, the Mandalorian uh, um, spectrum, you know, that just from that show, that's not too bad. But beware, my friend, beware, because it gets to be an addiction. But it's good if you can sort of narrow your scope, because then you tend to like stay within there. If you get ancillary and you're like, hey, maybe I'll just get a Darth Vader, going down a deep rabbit hole, man. Um, this is from Days of Future Past, I believe. This is the Days of Future Past look, right? The X Hot Toys is coming out with one from this as well that I did pre-order. Um, what's that stuff? Are you informing me they simply get around licensing? Oh, oh yeah. Oh well, 1/6. Forget it. I mean, 1/6 is rife with third-party unlicensed figures, and 1/12 as well. They're just getting more and more stuff from movies and things like that, and Marvel in the 1/12 world. They're getting better and better at doing these little, you know, the bodies are out there now that they can build on, and you know, the clothing manufacturers are out there being able to manufacture this clothing a lot quicker, cheaper, and better. So there's more and more of this stuff coming along. Yeah, I mean, the Felix Toys Rorschach was a huge hit and a great figure. I mean, they're rivaling Mezco stuff, and the third party 1/6 figures are rivaling a lot of the Hot Toys stuff too, and they're doing stuff that Hot Toys isn't going to touch, or any of the, you know, the license companies aren't going to touch. You know, I mean, morals and legality aside, it's nice. You know what I mean? I used to have to go the custom route to get these things. And that cost a lot, a lot of money. So it's great that somebody else is putting them out. But yeah, yeah, they're out there, man. They're definitely out there. But you know, how far they'll go with these things, I don't know. I mean, you know, it seems to be they kind of capitalize on a popular figure and then they're kind of out. Like, you're not going to really build. Even the Felix Toys, the Rorschach, Susu Toys is doing so far 3 or 4, I think, of the Watchmen figures, and Felix has only come out with Rorschach, which is it's like the Wolverine of Watchmen, obviously. You know what I mean? It's the cool character, though I would argue the comedian is a little cooler. But so far nothing else from them on those figures, so we'll see. You slept on the Wonder Woman. Yeah, so we could talk about that real quick. Real quick here. I can just jump to that. We did talk about this on they're also Supergirl. I have not watched The Flash yet, but an interesting choice for a teaser image, but I guess they know their audience. Oh, and yeah, and Nebula, the new Nebula from Guardians of the Galaxy 3 is out there. But yeah, the Wonder Woman. Let's go down to that. We did talk about this stuff on the 1/6 pack. So if you're into this stuff, I may have. Did I talk about this? I think I talked about this when they showed it. I think this is the one you're talking about, right, man? 78. This one. The Hot Toys Civilian Wolverine soft goods look better. Hot Toys Civilian Wolverine. You're talking about the Days of Future Past one, the new one coming out, right? Civilian Wolverine from Hot Toys. I think that's it. Sorry, it is early. Yeah, Dr. Manhattan and Al. I love. I love the. It's not Owlman. It's what's his name? Night. Jesus? What's his name? Not Nightwing. It's just completely lost my mind now. Uh, whatever. Anyway, wow. Help me out here. It's early. Anyway, yeah. The let me show this. Let me share this tab instead. I did end up picking this up from Toys Wonderland. If those of you not involved in 1/6, I would, if you ever want to get 1/6, I would kind of avoid that company myself personally. But I did not for this, only because I didn't want to mess around trying to get in, and from all accounts, the sideshow drop was kind of quick. So I'm not a big DC fan. I'm not really a fan. I like the first Wonder Woman movie. I just want to see how this rooting looks in hand, and then I will probably turn around and just sell this for, hopefully, what I paid for it. But I mean, there are only 1,500 of them, so maybe I can make a little money. We'll see. Um, yeah. Yeah, the casual coast for, yeah, the Hot Toys. Yeah, but Hot Toys, I mean, it's tough to make those little 1/12 zippers and stuff like that, man. It's small materials you're dealing with there. So I think they've done a good job with some of the clothing on these 1/12 figures. It's pretty incredible. But yes, Wonder Woman. Yeah, pick this up. We'll see. It's supposed to come out, I think, July. But this is Toys Wonderland, so I may not get it for a while. Who knows? I just wanted to see what the rooting was like. I just wanted to test that and see if there was anything. This is Hot Toys' first attempt at wool rooted hair, which is the way that rooters, hairers, I don't know. I've called them different things. Uh, you know, Customizers do the hair with its yak's fur wool, because it's very much like human hair. It reacts like human hair when you're styling it and stuff. So we'll see how it comes through. We'll see how they package it. We'll see how it looks, and it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting. Hopefully, it's something. I mean, they've already this kind of goes back to what we were talking about, which I will jump back to, which is, this rooted hair Bo Katan that they're teasing us with in these IG-11 or IG-12 images. Back to that. Yeah, this looks good. I mean, the cut looks good. It looks like the right thickness. It's a great color. I think that looks like treated wool hair. It doesn't look like the plastic synthetic crap that they've used in the past. So, um, what do we got in the chat here? I grabbed the 84 Wonder Woman. I'm happy with that one. Yeah. Well, I mean, here's the thing, man. A lot of Hot Toys people. I mean, I think the Joker from InArt was the first foray for a lot of people into rooted hair, and all they've known for rooted hair was Hot Toys like Black Widows, and it's synthetic hair, and it's terrible. It's terrible stuff to deal with. It looks terrible, doesn't sit well. Um, it doesn't retain its shape all that well sometimes. So this is the way to do it, and I think with InArt kind of pushing them a little bit. You notice purrs are on almost every figure now. The movable eyeballs are on almost every figure, like InArt. Um, but yeah, I mean, a lot of Hot Toys people don't. I think collectors they like plastic hair. They don't want to have to deal. I love the way it looks. I love the way it looks for photography. I love the way it looks just in hand, in person. But it's not for everybody. So, um, overall, would you say you are up or down or even on selling your figures? In terms of my feeling about it, or up or down money wise? I would say what I'm selling, I would say I'm up, because a lot of the stuff, it really depends on the figure. But I'd say overall, I'm probably up because I sell a lot of Mythic Legion stuff, older stuff, which goes up in price. Hot Toys usually retain their price or sell for a little more depending on which figure it is. But as soon as like this, like if I wanted to get a new version of this with this haired, I don't need two with almost the exact same outfit. So unless they're going to offer this up to me separately, I would have to sell that first Bo-Katan. But like I said, there are people out there who don't want this rooted hair and would rather buy the sculpted hair version. And you may get your money back for this one. So, um, uh, uh, I wouldn't consider getting another Bo-Katan, but I might pick up a rooted version. Yeah, I mean that's the problem. This is what makes me kind of mad at this, because it's just like kind of like, oh, here's something, by the way, that maybe you'll be able to get. It won't be another year and a half or so before you can even put it on your shelf, but it might be coming at some point, and it looks better than the one you just literally got. So, to me anyway, you know what I mean? I like it. I like the look of it better. Uh, I mean, it's like, stop, Hot Toys. Just stop. Just don't, you didn't have to show her head. You could have just showed the pauldron and the shield. Hair sculpting is an art, man, and it's an expensive thing to get done. And if I have this one that I currently have haired, it's probably going to be, honestly, probably $150 to get that done. And if Hot Toys would just offer me these 3 items for $150, I'd say, yeah, I'll take it. Thank you. Sell the other sculpt, the full sculpt instead of having it cut up and rooted. No, not true. It depends on the owner, because yeah, you throw it around, you stick it back in the box without putting it in. Usually the rooted hair will have to come in a container of its own, which is the way the Joker came. It's the way all the customizers send it to you in like almost a jar, with a something holding up the head and keeping anything from touching the hair. And as long as you don't mess with it and screw with it, unless you know what you're doing, it shouldn't move. It's not going to move. I totally don't. I totally don't agree with that one, man. I don't know. It's a lot of people I don't think have had proper rooted hair. You know what I mean? And it's if you just don't mess with it, and you're not in some sort of climate that the humidity is ridiculous, and it's just gonna, I don't know, take all the product out of it. There's a lot of product. It's almost crunchy. So like when you see it, it looks like it's gonna be soft hair, but it's not. That's gonna be pretty crunchy right there. And unless you like, crunch it in your hand, it's not gonna hurt it. Yeah, this is so perfect, and she's got the headband thing, which hides the seams, so you don't even have to do the neat hard work rooting in the front with the small holes in the glue to make it look good. It looks it's going to look great. So I mean, this could be a cheaper route for rooting. We'll see. Dude, man, I've had a custom Joker for before the in-art one came out, and it looks, show it to you, but it looks perfect. I mean, it hasn't moved. I don't mean for this to become a whole thing about rooting, but I can shut myself up here and show you what that looks like. I mean, that's the way it came. And this, I've had this for, I mean, there's a few little flyaways up here, but that's, you put a little wax, Dax wax or something on that to puff it down. But like, that's been this way for, I've had this sculpt for 5 years now, on the shelf, behind glass, not behind glass. It doesn't move. Yeah, it's basically, it's like it's like that 80s hair. It's just crunchy, man. It's just so much product in there. It's not going to move. Yeah, Canada. Yeah, you can get Sideshow though, I think. But I mean, not. Yeah, the 84 is cool looking. I like the comic book colored one. This one kind of looks like that, but a little bit darker. Um, Toys can look too real at some point. Toy etic is unquantified. I agree with you in terms of certain lines, but with 1/6, for me, I mean, the whole point of 1/6 is to look like a miniature of that character. And that's what people want. They want the perfect sculpt. They want the perfect accessories. They want the perfect paint, the perfect tailoring, whatever. So, I mean, hair, silicone faces are probably going to be a thing at some point. You know what I mean? Who knows? Even maybe articulated mouths or something like that. I don't know. You don't know. Like the movable eyes look 100% better than they did, 8 years ago. So things, things are moving, man. And I think in that, in terms of 1/6 anyways, I think that's what people want. 1/12, I get it. I totally get it. Like I don't want everything to look, um, I don't want everything to look, too real. Even like the amount of soft goods on Mythic Legions right now, I think are enough for me. I don't want full. I mean, some of them are getting that point. They're getting to the point where they have full soft goods clothing. But could like Mezco do 1/12 figures that looked that their sculpts were better? You know what I mean? That I don't want rooted hair on a 1/12 figure. That's nuts. but like better sculpts, better, realism. I mean, I still think that's toyetic to me. It depends. It depends on the line. It depends on what you're trying to achieve, right? Um, yeah, yeah. That custom I thought was great, and it is good. It's very good. The clothing's really really nice. But I got to tell you, this in art Joker, man, it's fantastic. They did a great job. They knocked it out of the park. Makes me very happy about in art. Makes me very excited for Gandalf and Aragorn and maybe even Harry Potter and Pennywise pretty soon. I think Pennywise is the next one to drop, so we'll see. All right, I think that's it, guys. It's 11:30. Appreciate you all coming by and kind of doing an impromptu discussion. Uh, I know the news isn't for everybody, but if you guys want me to cover anything, let me know. If there's anything specific, I know there's a lot of Hasbro people, but I don't know. I think it's all been covered. That's the thing. Like a lot of the stuff is, it's not breaking, so I'm not jumping all over it. We were happened to be on when the HasLab was announced last time for GI Joe, and that was cool. That thing looks great, man. I think that's a good value myself. I'm not going to buy it. I'm not a Joe collector, but man, it's looking better and better with all the unlocks that are going to happen. I think it's great. Probably going to be one of their biggest HasLabs ever, I think. And yes, thank you, Jonathan. Hit that like. Oop, and back Odius, Rick Jones. Yes, thank you. I was trying to hit that like, but Odius. Oh, we should have talked about Odius. Shoot. Yeah, I don't have a chance to talk about this stuff. Let's just jump over to Kickstarter really quick. I'll do this. That's what I wanted to talk about. I forgot about this because I backed it so quickly and I shared it and I was like, yeah, done. Okay, good. Real quick, I'm going to jump onto this. Our friend Wade, Unparalleled Universe, his Kickstarter. Ooh, nice. It's up to 36 already. Kickstarter is live. Odius the Living Curse 112 figure clothing. David Vonner helping out with this body, fully all new build for this, and it's looking super articulated, really nice looking. 3 head sculpts, 3 expressions, a bunch of different hands, tons of different expressive hands, pointy hands, claw hands. I don't see a middle figure there. Probably should have included that for Odius, but yeah, really, really cool. And he's up to 36,000 already with 361 baggers, 27 days to go. I don't know what percentage that is of his. I thought it showed that, but of his 100, it's a big goal. 130,000 is a big goal. But with soft goods and a whole new body, I understand, the costs involved with this stuff. So, I think, going forward, if he gets this done, the clothing sets and stuff like that will probably be less and a lot more affordable and cheaper because he'll have the template to go for the size and everything for this, add-on parts and things like that, new heads and things like that. So help him out. This is a really cool looking figure. It's different, man. You know what I mean? It's different, and I love the clothing. I mean, even if you're not into Odious, I mean, make a great, you part swap this, head swap this with a Bigfoot or something like that. Put the clothes on him, swap them out for any whatever, whoever. It's great, man. It's really good. It is $80 for one. You can get 2 for 145, so you save a little bit there. I think that's what, $76. Is that? No, $72, $72.50, I think. And then you can get 10 if you want to do that. Go in on it with 10 other of your friends, and you get them for 65, which is great. Or you can sell a few. So yeah, check that out. Check out Kickstarter. Just search Odious on there, and yeah, back it, man. This is big community member. Just a really good dude, and great. Love his channel. Love watching his lives. He's real. And if you're into that or you're into 1/12 at all, man, it's cool. It'll fit right in with your Mezco Rumble Society figures for sure. I mean, this is perfect. It should have probably been a Rumble Society figure. If they didn't have to pay Wade licensing, they probably would have included this right there. He could have probably worked something out with them. But it's great that he's doing this by himself. It's a lot, man. Once the bear buck is unlocked, I'll be getting 3. Okay. All right. I didn't realize that was even a thing. But that's good. You're in for 4. Wow, Steph. Nice. I'm in 4 orders. 3 for Rob. 3 plus the 1 on it. 3 plus the 1 on it. What did I miss? Oh, 4 heads. Oh, yes, 4 heads. You're right. Yes, they're the one that's on it. Oh, I thought that was one of the ones they showed. Okay, cool. Jonathan back 2. Nice, very nice. Yeah, he's done some custom heads in the past, so I don't know if those are going to fit these or not. I would hope so. I would hope they would, or I don't know. But yeah, go check that out. Kickstarter, search for Odius, Odious, and good price. I mean, better than a Mezco, cheaper than your standard Mezco. So go check that out. And all right, we're 6 minutes over. Thank you for reminding me of that. That's probably what I should have covered instead of that Wolverine, but I just slipped my mind. Really need more coffee before I do these things. All right, Friday, the 1/6 pack returns. We're going to talk about that Bo Katan and IG-12 and a whole bunch of other stuff that's been dropping and is going out there for pre-order. And Monday is Legion's Lounge. Working on some content for that. I think it could be fun if I can get done what I want to get done. It's always fun, but I mean, like, it could be a lot of interactive fun. We'll see. Other than that, check out the Star Wars Time Show. I'm on there. We're going to be recording, I think, Wednesday, our 3rd episode of our Star Wars D&D game, it's been fun, man. It's been fun for us, and some people have said who've watched it said it's been fun to watch. I butcher an Australian accent, doing a Darth Maul character as I forget I've forgotten my own species. But it's interesting. It's fun. Matt from Star Wars Time Show is an angry Ewok. So it's funny at the very least. If it's not interesting, at least it's funny. So go check that out on the Star Wars Time Show, and visit all our friends that are down there on the channel, our friends of the channel. I probably have to update that with a few people, but go check those out. Jonathan, you got any reviews coming up or anything, man? Let me know. Go check out Jonathan's channel, Hedgehog Action. And all right, that's it. That's enough. It's 11:38. We'll see you guys. Thank you very much for tuning in. Yeah, please hit that like on the way out, and we'll see you next time. Bye.